Okay, I've gone over this once over, and if I had to adjust the volume fucked up on me, but not that you would give a fuck about that. Okay, so you were asking me to defend a claim I didn't make. No. Okay, what would that claim be? Because I don't remember asking you anything. All I've been telling you to do all this time, which you for some reason, well, I know why you don't, because you're an ideologue and you know you're full of shit, to provide an example of a typical comment from pro-life is I've been saying that, well, okay, so the word fascist is overly used. I can agree with that. How about authoritarian? Does that sound better? Because that's what this movement is. You guys are not interested in minimizing abortion. You're not interested in sensibly and rationally and civilized manner reaching out to people, women and couples, about how to, whatever, sexuality, whatever, the education and psychology behind, the reasons why. None of you get into that. Instead, you take to the internet and argue with pro-choice, which is a movement that exists because you guys are here. No, you're coming to the internet. You're not trying to actually solve problems. Okay, so I am asking you to explain a claim you specifically made. What claim did what claims did I specifically make? No, there isn't. I don't see any difference. I need to know what claims you're referring to here. Okay, so going back, now I see that my video link has disappeared from this thread, as did your reply to it. So I can't comment on that. I don't know who did it. I don't know if it was Twitter themselves or what's going on, but okay, so where was it again? I'll just pick a point here from where to start off from my last video to you, as you claimed that you got under my skin, which is not the case. The question would be, why do you want to get under my skin? While a matured and intelligent person would not say something like that. They would, but you're not that, as you just refuse to provide an example of a typical pro-life comment because you're an asshole. Let's see here. So you're saying, yeah, nothing that would legitimately earn a label. The term propaganda is thrown around loosely on this site and is generally nothing that would, yeah. Word salad. No, you're just being, I remember talking about that in my other videos, so that can't be the point. Your contention is that they are fascist. Nothing I could bring as an example would prove anything to you. What elements of the comments have you seen? What elements of the comments you have seen are you calling fascist? Yeah, okay, so you're trying, I think I mentioned that in my other video. Okay, so you say my question is pointless, but here I ask why it is, and you just, what do you say? How I feel is irrelevant. You made a claim and then asked me to prove a negative. I continue to patiently wait, yeah. Not gonna happen. Engage in the conversation or move on. I'm good either way. There's nothing to engage in. You've said nothing. Yeah. You haven't. What am I supposed to engage? What points have you made for me to engage? What arguments have you made? I've said nothing that you want to. That's nothing. I've said nothing that you want to hear. I want to hear anything from you. What I do, I break things down here. So yes, I do want to hear. Well, maybe even if I don't want, well, it doesn't matter what I want to hear. What you say is what I question, I break down, or I explain. And when I explain something, you're going to disagree with it, which is what I'm after, because I know that's what you're going to do. I question that disagreement disagreeing. I question that disagreeing argument. That's what I do. So you can't say, or to say that I've said nothing you want to hear is completely irrelevant. Of course, you don't know me. I get that. But it's whether I want to hear it about it or not. I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to question you. I don't argue here. I don't debate. So to say this to me is just nothing. It's just empty. I've said nothing that confirms your preconceptions. What preconceptions? See, the thing is here, you say that I'm making a preconception, but you don't provide an example of that. You've also said plural, meaning more than one, but you don't provide even one. I said that the pro-life movement is fascist, which I agree that I overuse that terms too much. I should say authoritarian, but still, even if that is a preconception, that's only one preconception. You say more than one. Otherwise, I've said enough to make an honest discussion with anyone. No, you're not interested in an honest discussion. If you were interested in an honest discussion, you would have mentioned what my preconceptions are. You would have provided at least one example. But I've already asked you on the basis of my statement that pro-life movement is fascist, but you refuse to provide an example of typical pro-life comments. This is honest discussion. Wow, I'm so under your skin. Hilarious. Yeah, something's missing there, because I do remember you saying that, but it's gone now. As is my link to my other video to you. No, I've written you off. Why? Why did you write me off? You written me off, but yet you keep replying to me. It doesn't make any sense. I'm not complaining that you are replying to me. I'm just asking how you are. Or why you are, if you've written me off, as you claim here. You are not capable of having an honest discussion on the subject. How can I have an honest discussion when you don't provide anything to discuss? You see what your problem is here yet? Do you understand that yet? No, I'm just being entertained by your impotent ire. Well, oops. Yeah, this is just a projection right here. I don't know how I'm entertaining you. If I'm entertaining you, then, well, that's another thing. No. This just, you say that you're trying to insult me. You think this is a legitimate shot taken at me, but this only confirms that the pro-life movement is garbage, because you're a representative of this movement, correct? And this is what you say to me? I mean, aren't you supposed to be the better man here? You're the one that claims to be the good guy here. Is the pro-life movement insists that it's right and the pro-choice is wrong. And by the way, I am technically pro-life because I agree that abortion sucks and that it needs to be minimized. But what are you doing about that? You guys are taking to the internet to do shit like this, to say nothing. No, I'm just being entertained by your impotent ire. How is that mature? This thing won't fucking... There it goes. Come on, fuck off. Damn thing. Because you have nothing. 2 insulting jabs at me here. Okay, now, I provide a few examples myself here. So tell me how arguing pro-abortion and killing babies on the internet is productive. Sentencing innocent children to death is another. So how are these... Okay, so now your reply to that was fascism, indicative of fascism. Now I say it's productive. This is the word I used here. But you don't answer this question. Instead you try to turn the question around on me. So tell me how all those comments are indicative of fascism while I'm asking you how they're productive. It doesn't work that way. That's a shitty tactic. Again, you make a bad case for pro-life. You make a bad case for your position, as you can't really for something that's already shitty. That's already known to be shitty. Because pro-life only seeks to bully and use tactics and commit fallacies. Pro-life is a bully movement. It's authoritarian. Nothing. Yeah, so I think I've broken that down pretty good here. So say what you will, because you're a stupid ass. Because you're an intellectually and morally void motherfucker.